Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Willie Martin, back at Globe Life Park this August 22nd night. You know, can we turn back the clock? Can we pretend that it's 2007, this very date? Because it was on this date, 2007, we went to Baltimore and we put up 39 runs in a doubleheader at Baltimore and broke all kinds of records going back to 1899 for run production. Maybe 10 games like that this year, we might see a different story in the standings. Also a birthday for Bill Parcells. In 07, that was the last time the Cowboys were actually a good team, starting off the year 12-1. Tonight, Royals make a visit, first of three, a team that is one of only two to have enjoyed a 10-game win streak this year. The other team that I speak of course, being the Washington Nationals. They finally lost this night in their particular game, but tonight it was a matchup between Yordano Ventura for the Royals, 9-9, and Colby Lewis for the Rangers, 8-10. Rangers get on the board first, courtesy of a single and a double by Elvis Andrus and Alex Rios, and then Adrian Beltre, a ground out to third that drove in a run, 1-0 Texas. Second inning, of course, troubles for Colby Lewis as he would allow a leadoff home run to Billy Butler, 418 feet. That tied things up at 1, and then the Royals would continue to string hits together, back-to-back-to-back singles by Mike Moustakas, Lorenzo Cain, Alcides Escobar. All of a sudden it was 3-1. The lead would then become 4-1 in the top of the fourth inning on a 3-2 count. Josh Willingham, he would go about 408 feet, 4-1 lead there, and then it would become 5-1 in the seventh inning on a ground out to first base that was muffed by first baseman Mike Karp. Another one comes across, kind of a sloppy night. 3 errors made by the Rangers, and then Texas finally got on the board in the eighth inning, courtesy of a couple of back-to-back doubles with new reliever Bueno coming in for Ventura, and then another one would come across courtesy of a flyout, or fielder's choice. That made it 5-3. One more run was scored in the ninth inning. That run was unearned when you had a walk by Nori Aoki, not to mention a single by Omar Infante, and an E6 that would allow that run to score, courtesy of Salvador Perez at the plate. So that made the final score 6-3. The totals in a game played in 3 hours and 9 minutes before a crowd of 26,991. For the Royals, it was 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, 7 left. Winning pitcher Ventura, he's now 10-9. For the Rangers, it was 3 runs, 6 hits, 3 errors, 8 men left on base. Losing pitcher Colby Lewis. Colby Lewis has made something like 24 appearances now for the Texas Rangers. And I'll tell you what, for all the bad luck innings he's had this year, he really has been the workhorse of chewing up innings, staying in the games long, giving the bullpen a rest periodically. Very Kevin Millwood-esque in terms of Haas status. So for what that's worth, Texas Rangers lose. They now fall to 49-78. Also, they're 5 games behind the Astros in the West as Houston won tonight. 5 runs on 3 hits. John Singleton 3-run blast at Cleveland. They win that game 5-1. So now 5-game differential there. And tomorrow night they're going to be giving away, I believe, a Yu Darvish bobblehead. So I'm sorry, take that back. Tom Schiefer is going to be getting honored tomorrow night. Yu Darvish bobblehead September 4th. Strike that. I'm thinking ahead of myself here. Not a good night tonight for the Rangers. They fall again at home. And even weirder, what is it about opposing teams coming to Arlington and going deep, yet we can't do that? I'm just wondering. So, game 2 tomorrow night. Most of you will be watching the Dallas Cowboys doing their thing in Miami. There'll be a game going on here starting at 7:25. Get here early to see Tom Schiefer make the Texas Rangers Hall of Fame. That's going to be a lot of fun. We got people getting ready to head out here to turn the lights out on us here. So tonight, Rangers fall, now 49-78. And at last count, it was Oakland and the Angels tied at 1. So if Oakland loses, now it's going to be a 28-game differential from first to last. For you soccer fans, FC Dallas now in a tie for first place. They beat Real Salt Lake tonight 2-1 up at Toyota Stadium. The same day that Jerry Jones says, I got a Frisco fever. You've now got a first-place soccer team in the MLS. So more on that at a later time. I'm Mr. Will. You've been hanging with me, and on behalf of our friends over at D210 TV and BGC Sports Network, consider yourselves credentialed.